Polar bears are powerful predators and are well adapted to life in the Arctic environment. Their behavior is closely tied to their need for food, primarily seals, which they hunt on sea ice. Polar bears are solitary animals, with each individual roaming vast areas in search of prey. They are excellent swimmers, capable of covering long distances between ice floes, and are also strong diggers, able to create dens in snow for shelter and raising cubs. Here are 10 abnormal behaviors exhibited by polar bears. Number 1. Cannibalism. Polar bears are known to exhibit cannibalistic behavior, particularly towards cubs or injured individuals. This behavior is often seen in stressed or desperate situations where food is scarce. Unlike other bears, polar bears do not exhibit territorial aggression towards each other but may resort to cannibalism under extreme conditions. Number 2. Starvation-induced oddities. When faced with starvation, polar bears may display abnormal behaviors such as wandering far from their natural habitat in search of food. This can lead them into human settlements or environments not typically frequented by polar bears, posing risks to both the bears and humans. Number 3. Unusual swimming patterns. Polar bears are powerful swimmers, but in some cases, they have been observed swimming excessively long distances or in unusual patterns. This behavior can occur when sea ice retreats beyond their usual range, forcing them to swim longer distances in search of seals, their primary prey. Number 4. Hybridization. With climate change impacting their habitats, polar bears have been observed hybridizing with grizzly bears in regions where their territories overlap. This behavior is abnormal as these two species historically occupied distinct ecological niches, but changing environmental conditions are causing their ranges to overlap more frequently. Number 5. Interaction with humans. While polar bears are typically solitary animals, in recent years, there has been an increase in incidents where polar bears exhibit abnormal behavior by approaching human settlements in search of food. This behavior is often linked to changes in sea ice patterns, which impact their hunting success. Number 6. Play behavior. Although polar bears are generally not known for playful behavior compared to other bear species, younger bears have been observed engaging in play-like activities such as sliding down snowy slopes or wrestling with each other. This behavior is abnormal in adult polar bears but is essential for the development of young cubs. Number 7. Reproductive abnormalities. Climate change and environmental pollutants have been linked to reproductive abnormalities in polar bears, including decreased fertility rates and birth defects. These abnormalities can impact population dynamics and the long-term survival of the species. Number 8. Feeding on unusual prey. In response to changing environmental conditions, polar bears have been observed feeding on unusual prey items such as bird eggs, vegetation, or even scavenging on whale carcasses washed ashore. This behavior highlights their adaptability but also indicates the stress caused by diminishing sea ice and reduced access to their primary prey. Number 9. Aggressive behavior towards researchers. While polar bears are generally not aggressive towards humans, there have been instances of abnormal behavior where bears have exhibited aggression towards researchers or wildlife observers. This behavior is often triggered by surprise encounters or when bears feel threatened in their natural habitat. Number 10. Abnormal migration patterns. With climate change altering Arctic ecosystems, polar bears have been observed exhibiting abnormal migration patterns, including moving further inland or southward in search of suitable habitat and food sources. These migrations are driven by the need to adapt to changing environmental conditions but pose risks to their survival as they encounter new challenges and unfamiliar territories.